The Witcher Geralt. What is up, guys? Today we have a Witcher deck for you. Pretty solid little thing. You can have some fun with it. The archetype is kind of fun, you know. Surprised it doesn't have a little bit more support in the Witcher card game, but leaning more towards control, but you can get some points on your own, and kind of fun little play. So we'll run through it. Do an imposter. Nilfgaard leaders aren't super strong now, and just playing with some of the other ones in this deck, I wasn't really liking them. So we went with imposter. It's a little bit high rolly, kind of, but you can find some good targets for it. Stop an opponent's engine, and then you get a copy of it, right? So it's not played a lot, but it's a fairly solid leader. Magic Lamp, don't really want to be going tall. Got a Neuromancy for thinning. And then let's go through the golds. Most of them being Witchers. So big thing with that is Vesemir, because we're boosting all Witchers in any location except Graveyard by one. That's huge. Typically your first play. Really nice to have in hand, but a Neuromancy can pull it out. Then we got a Letho. This can be targeted onto an Eskel for extra points. This can be countered against your opponent's plays. And I think maybe you could do it as a Serrit for maybe double card advantage. I don't know. But with that, we have Serrit to try and gain card advantage or force a pass. Geralt of Rivia, tall removal, shouldn't be too hard to find a target. We got old Yennefer's Invocation, the old Yoink card. Anything on the battlefield you don't like, you get it out of there, and you could potentially play it in a future round. Eskel Pathfinder, this is actually to help us win, because with control decks, you know, it doesn't matter if you stop almost all your opponent's plays, especially if they're mid-range, you're still going to lose because you don't have any points in control. This should hopefully counteract that. Same with Ivo. We're playing so many Witchers, so throw them in there. And this engine piece and that should hopefully at least get us some points. Or negate in that case. And all these coming down with an extra power is super nice. Enables them to stay alive. Then we got the Letho, Auckes, Serrit. Not much needs to be said about that. Just trying to have all three in hand. Plays for quite a few points. Roderick, thinning. And then in our bronze package, 2 Thunders. Just damage things by 5. Let's stop anything we don't like. Piercing Missile. This is teched in against like a Dunka or an Eggman or anything. If it's not boosted, of course. If they just drop it, that should come in and take it out. But you could find some other decent targets with it. Ardfane Tortoise, get some points on the board. And if they decide to like, oh, you know, I want to do the expose thing, they're wasting points on the armor to boost their highest unit by 3, which we're probably just going to end up killing with a Geralt or something like that. So they're just wasting points on it, and it's totally fun by us. Peller, get rid of any defender. We don't like that, and that frees us up to kind of attack whatever would have been hiding behind that defender. Spores, don't see this a lot, but for provisions, you can hit some pretty great targets with it. Packs, 4 for 6, Squirrel, let's stop those amphibious assaults and neuromancies. And we just kind of have some other 4Ps here. Got some conditional damages, but shouldn't be too hard to find those. Just get a solid 6 for 4 here, and then kind of this is for the lock, but we at least have some bleeding if we need it. So, there's the deck. Let's get into it. Yeah, we're probably losing. I think mid-range is going to hurt us, but we'll see how we do against the ever-toxic SK Warriors. Okay, good. This is a beautiful first hand in some regards. Love to see that. Love to see that. We are in red coin too, that's pretty helpful. Love to see that. Let's kick. Okay, we'll keep him. Probably should have hung on, but do we need the... No, we don't need that. Just gonna boost it up. He is. So we could just say screw it and Geralt. No. A lock wouldn't be bad. Problem is, we don't have a lock. And I think we just kind of chill. We just kind of play through our normals. And he'll take us to the long ground. And hopefully we can just sit there and counter a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Hopefully take out the Blood Eagle. But we'll just play this.
Not much left of that world.
Look at all those points. And he's gonna ping this down. Blood Eagle it.
You shan't get free!
So I'm thinking we just go ahead and get rid of this engine piece. Might as well. Make this a little bit harder for him to win. But yeah, we're going to play a couple cards, drop the Serrit. Okay, hopefully this is the Blood Eagle. So we could go Nero for something. But what though? You could just do a pact. Could also pact onto the greatsword for losing. Probably could have been a decent call. Ugh, I just hate playing against this. Like, you're not gonna be in a good spot here. Okay, can you play Squirrel? Okay, we're gonna drop the Serrit.
Yield and save me some time.
Kind of lose value with some of that, but I'll have to divert resources towards it. I'm just thinking how we win in long round is locking and killing any other sort of stuff. Might have a chance in that regard. Okay.
Blood first,
It's
blood!
yes, there we go.
Worry not. We'll tend to your ankle biters too.
Okay, the problem here though is that we're down 12 points. Can we get that? Well, he's playing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now we also have to consider if he pushes. That's not really good for us. Not really good to surviving bleeds. So, if we hit... So we have... 25% chance we hit a Geralt and we take that out. He loses 10, goes to 14, we go up by 4, we go to 10. Worth it? I don't know. I think we just pass here. I think we did some work. Got rid of the Blood Eagle, so that's already a good start. Just, let's hope he takes us to the long round. Let's hope he goes for his mid-range point slam. Okay, we don't want too many. Like, it can be our dry pass card. We could have Nero for something like this. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. I think a long round is definitely better for us instead of getting bled. Because we could have a potential strong short round if we were able to hold on to like this. I just don't think we would because we'd have to play those to survive the bleed. Peller's going to be a mulligan because we're not going to see that. Pact will be strong when he starts pulling stuff. And it's not going to have any boost, so this is worthless. Okay. Well, he's kind of dead because we don't have those in hand. We can see both of them with Oniro and that, but we need them in hand. That's the issue. So let's just drop this.
Get to work.
Morkvarg will hurt. He won't play it now, but if he does, he's running it. He'll also have Champion's Charge because of the leader. But we need something proactive here. Guess we could have played that. I guess we'll do that next. And then we'll have 2 targets for our Letho.
Kill the sons, steal the lasses!
We also have our Imposter here that we can... Honestly, taking that might not be the worst thing ever.
Witchers never die in their beds.
Because then we have 8 points and 2 damage. What other thing would we want to lock? Because we'd just be killing other stuff. So I think we go ahead and do that. Because he gets 2 damage on that and like a gutting slash kills it. Oh, that's right. It goes to 6 because we don't have the veteran thing. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, he's got a purify.
Have you nothing better to do?
Okay, now we're gonna boost this up so it doesn't die. That's probably better to kill in case he has any more alchemy. Ignite. Now he's gonna be devotion, but alright, here comes Champion's Charge. Which one is he taking out?
Wanna know why I've got my scar? Yeah, improvise.
Look at those points. Okay, so we can take that out with our Geralt. So we at least have a target for that. We're going to save Yennefer for something like a great sword. Can I boost it up? I cannot. Guess we could spores for it maybe, but probably don't want to do that. A War of the Clans to hit that. I think we're just going to go ahead and Geralt now. Yeah, I think we're going to see a War of the Clans here. No. Okay. That is going to be a lock. Because we can also save this to use with that. So I think we're going to go ahead and play this. And this will play for the most of a lock.
Sometimes I've had about enough.
Okay, this at least survives War of the Clans. He's used both gutting slashes. Correct, there's one. Ah, shoot. Shoot. I should have just taken that thing out first. Dealt with the 1 damage.
Let the evildoers quake.
We're up by a respectable amount of points here. I think we stand a chance. I'm surprised he hasn't heralded yet. Like, did he not draw it? Which would be phenomenal for us. So I guess this is only going to hit 1 gold. We could just play this, I guess. This means kind of a dead card.
I'm coming for you.
He's got Bloodthirst 4, so a lot of stuff is available for him for any cards that require it. There's the Herald.
Up and at him, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead.
I once lopped off 3 heads with 1 blow.
I'm curious now. Oh, that's a lot of points for him. Is if he has the Morkvarg.
They're dead already.
Okay, did we beat SK Warriors? I think we did. Friends, I think we did.
They'll not get away with this.
Nice. Let's go. We actually beat SK Warriors. Wow. Something like that guy's last hand wasn't that good, but we're not going to focus too much on that because we won. So we lose to this, right?
Squesme Evelian.
Our only hope here is to push, probably, because if they get that long round, we 100% lose. Okay, it's good to have this. Now, don't know if we'd really need Squirrel round 1. Might rock the Onero. So, okay, having these 2 in hand and then that for Letho is pretty solid. But we're gonna have to really utilize. So, kick this, good. Kick this. Okay, let's hope we can do this. See, alright, because Elves here, if it's the normal Elves list that we're kind of looking at, not something stupid or weird, their 10 round is maybe top 5 in the game. And I don't mean like highest potential, because obviously something like Super Greedy Northern Realms beats everything else. I'm talking like any matchup that it goes up against. for the most part, its 10 round is so strong because your removal does basically nothing against them because it's all on deploy. It goes wide. It goes really wide. Like in the way that you want, where you get a lot of units and then they're shooting straight up. And it can also deal out crazy damage, like very, very strong. Especially if they have like Great Oak. And then Great Oak and like Yavin like can totally take down your things. And melee Vernacial hurts your board, you know, or they have the safe play with Vernacial range. Their scenario is super strong, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. She's like the best artist, I think, in this game. A trap. What could it be? So we could also think about taking in on Nero here for something. Guess we can just go this. It's a pitfall. Yo. Really? There comes the waylay. Now if he's running pitfall, this could be the Yorvis Gambit one. So I'm thinking we Siri here. Well, he could probably still kill it. We're just gonna go for that. Play it back. But yeah, I playing Elves has really helped me climb up. It's when I get tired of just kind of messing around with stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm just ready to win some games. Bust out Elves. Now the hard part is if your opponent knows anything, they will really try to push you, but I'd say 8 to 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get that long round. I think now do we Siri?
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
Because you'll have Ailerin coming out with the Enshade Saber.
Look what Werecat dragged in.
Humans to the sea!
I think we're not going to get good lock targets, so winning this round is what we want. So I'm going to commit it.
I'm coming for you.
Deadeyes are the scarier ones, right? Don't know what he's really gonna play next. A little bit confused on his strategy here. I'm committing lots of golds and he's still playing. Oh, there we go.
The wind whistles, Willowsworth.
Shiru. Alright.
Broken.
We're not done yet, though.
Very unfortunate. Beast or man.
Might as well deny
Makes no
some
difference
harmony
to me.
value if we can. That's probably a good idea. And a tip for out there is recognize tags and pay attention to them. Because like you saw those Collusion Syndicate decks running around, opponents weren't respecting the tags and they just came in and... Shaping Nature? Okay, anyways, but yeah, they would not respect on the tags, and then Collusion comes in for like, what is it, max value of 21 points or something? It's craziness. Okay, so this is trash now. So we'll just lock,
Who is
I guess, the Harmony. Keeps us ahead. Hey. Now we push. So we know he boosts an elf in hand, unless I missed when he dropped it. It's probably Vernaciel. Anybody out there though, this is absolute trash. Come on. Okay. Could have a heat wave, but try and get both of these going. The old, what was that one's name where you destroy it? Elias, where it was damage all damage enemy units by 1, boost all boosted units by 1. And I understand the new one is way better. No contest there.
Is nigh.
I'm gonna go and get the copy here. But at kind of lower on the rank or whatever, when you're playing that elf deck, this is back in Ophiri, you would melee Vernaciel, so most of the enemy units were damaged, right? You got our Nausicaa Brigade value, were damaged, and then you did Eisengram Sawyers were boosted, so your opponent's board was mostly damaged and your board was almost completely boosted. Dropping Elias onto that was a full-on nuke. I think we just yanked this, right? Might even go for that, or just take it off. And it's gonna be boosted, so. Man, this guy's playing a weird deck. But yeah, that absolute nuke. It was, the new one's way better, it's way more consistent.
For the Daisy of the Valley!
Yavon's coming in, so let's deny value into that. Yeah, like it's good, but
Clearly,
Time to
I'm
die!
weakness for
I'll do so,
horned wenches.
sword in hand!
he has to play his last card regardless. We probably don't win it, so we pass here. And we draw nothing. Yeah, let's just get card advantage. Not that it would really matter. And he forfeits. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, see you next video. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the Witcher gameplay. Deck actually surprised me because my initial runs through of it when I was testing various cards and leaders was not that good. And I was like, oh man, we kind of put some resources into it that could have been better spent. But switching to Imposter, because I was doing the Afon and trying to run with Imperial Formation, I just gave up and I was like, there's too many resources, it's not really worth it. Took that out, just went Imposter, dropped the Viper Witchers to just kind of make our bronze section a little bit better, and it actually hits pretty hard because you've got really solid control options like Yennefer, Geralt, and then you're kind of this little trio here that can just shut down so much. We've got good engine pieces that actually enable us to get points and win with Ivo, Eskel, and Letho, Kingslayer. Too bad we couldn't get a target for him onto something like, you know, a Northern Realms unit. But, I mean, we got 2 wins. Pretty good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you in the next one.